Hey guys, so I have a kind of a bad headache because there's a guy in class who really frustrates me. So I just needed to get outside, and it's a pretty nice day out. Just to just being outside helps me. I'm more of an outside person than an inside person, so it helps me relax and feel better. So it'll make my headache go away. I know it's been a while now, but Lindsay responded to another person's tag, but her video bed tag, I'm going to respond to that. So there are 15 questions that I'm going to answer. The first one is, what do you think you can do but you can't? That one's a pretty hard question for me because I'm usually sure of what I can and cannot do. I usually do the opposite, actually, of what the question is asking, because I know my body's limits, but I'll just keep pushing until I know I can't make it anymore. Because, your body has that, oh man, I'm really tired, I should really stop now, but then there's the, I have to stop now. I stop when my body says I have to. So, I push to that limit, and I do know most of my limits with everything I've done so far, so. The second question is, what's a difficult word for you to pronounce? I just got hit with a stick. The hardest word for me ever is R-U-R-A-L, rural. It doesn't sound like a word to me, it just rural. It's stupid. I hate that word. I've never been able to say it ever since I learned it was a word. I'm usually pretty good about cinnamon and synonym. Rural is really my only word. I used to, I had friends in middle school that made fun of me for saying milk the way I do, because it's M-I-L-K, so they're like milk, but I say M-E-L-K, like milk. I don't notice anything wrong with it. I know I'm saying it differently, but it's the same word. Does anyone else have a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that. So I say milk instead of milk, I guess. Next question is, what is your favorite TV show from childhood? I have a lot. Basically your good old Nickelodeon shows, Rugrats, Ah Real Monsters. I love Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I watched that, even when it stopped and started reruns, I kept watching that show. I actually really liked the Little Mermaid cartoon show. I used to watch it every morning as I was eating my cereal. Angry Beavers. My cousin Peter and I used to watch it all the time, and he would be one and I would be the other. That's a good show. The fourth question is, what are your virtues and vices? I don't really think that I have set virtues and set vices, because I don't know, I have a hard time with this question because I am and am not things at the same time. I'm impatient with people, but I'm patient with technology. So I'm impatient and patient at the same time. And, I could be nasty to some people and nice to other people. So probably with each virtue and vice, I am a little bit of all of them. It just depends on the situation and the people and what kind of mood I'm in. How much food I've eaten and how much sleep I've gotten are two very big deciding factors in my personality. What's more important, love, fame, power, or money? Obviously love. But when I look at this question, I kind of think of those ultimate questions that, people are like, if you could only have one thing, what would you have? And I don't like those kinds of questions because people don't think realistically, and if all the world had was love, it would just kind of be utopia, and I don't kind of believe that there ever could be utopia, because there has to be a balance. It can't all be on one side. So you can't have all love or all fame or all money or all power. You have to have equal amounts of all of them. But of course, in our world, we'll never have equal amounts of all of those things. So, question 6. If you could live in any era/time period, what would it be and why? My answer to this is I would live in the future, have a time machine, and be able to travel to a bunch of different periods in the past. Because I have too many time periods that I'd like to visit, but I don't think I'd like to live in them. I have a fascination with ancient Egypt, the mythology, the characters. I love it. Basically every big time period I'd be interested in visiting, but I don't think I'd want to live in some place in the past for a very long time. Obviously because I'm a woman and I wouldn't be able to have the kind of strong opinions that I have, so. Then, if you had to redo your entire wardrobe with 2 stores, what would they be and why? I have a difficult time with this question too. See a trend coming? I'm not really big into brand names, but I'm not like a Target person either. Like Target has nice clothes, or has decent clothes, but I wouldn't just buy everything from 2 stores. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a designer that I like, or I don't have a style that I like. It's just like, do I like that shirt? Yes, I'll buy it. Actually, the bigger question is, does that shirt look good on me? And does it fit me? Because I have a strange body. So I can't really answer this question. To be silly, I'll say the Tobuscus store and the CTFXC store, if anyone wants to buy me shirts. Hint, hint, nudge, nudged, wink, wink. Question number 8. Can you recall what you were doing a year ago today? No. Probably procrastinating from some big homework assignment or essay. That's my best guess because it's probably true. But more specific than that, I don't know. Do you have reoccurring dreams? If so, explain. I do, actually. One of the ones, I haven't had one of these in a while. I know at like the end of the dream, like near where I'm waking up, I'm in front of this big mansion and there's like a small brick wall, but I mean like only waist high. But I'm in front of that wall and I'm dodging bullets, and it's kind of like Wanted where, you know, it's slow motion, you can see the bullet coming towards you. I'm dodging them like that. And then at one point when I'm close to consciousness, I'm thinking, how am I able to dodge these bullets? And then I get shot, usually like in the arm or shoulder. I get shot and then I wake up. What does that mean? I have no idea. Question number 10, what is your horoscope? Let me look that up. So according to astrology.com, my horoscope for today is you need to spend some time thinking about your work and the path you've taken to get where you are today. It's a really good time for you to step up and push yourself forward a little further. Really vague horoscope as usual. Question number 11. What does your dream bedroom look like? I've had this fantasy since I was probably a little girl, and my mother knows this, but basically I'd love to have a round bedroom, fairly large of course, a round bedroom with floor-to-ceiling bookcases lining basically all of the walls because I love books. That's my only requirement for my room, and of course it would be awesome to have, you know, a spiral staircase because those are awesome. But that's it. Number 12, what position do you sleep in? I sleep in 3 different positions. When I'm just laying down, I like to lay on my sides. Each night is different which side feels better, but I usually flip-flop between the 2 for a while. And then when I feel myself starting to fall asleep, to be able to fall asleep, I lay on my stomach. And I don't really sleep with a pillow. I sleep with one of those, they're like the small pillows, but they have like beans in them, so like a small beanbag thing. And then I have my head tilted to the side and on my stomach. So that's how I have to fall asleep. I cannot sleep on my back. It's like impossible for me. Question number 13. What is your favorite vampire of all time? That's probably that would probably have to be Eli or Ely, depending on how you pronounce it, from Let the Right One In. He/she is the best example of a tortured vampire soul. Question number 14. What are you currently wearing on your feet? My default flip-flops. Because I'm just going to go in my room and exercise once I'm done with this video, so I'm not going to wear anything special. The last question is, do you have neat handwriting? Show us. The answer to that is absolutely not. I've never had neat handwriting. I kind of write like a boy. I will show you this page. This is basically what my handwriting looks like all the time, and that's to say it changes all the time. I could write a word with the same letter in it like 2 or 3 times, and each letter will look different. I don't even have like a set, like literally each letter is going to look differently when I write them, no matter when or what it is. I mean, my handwriting is out of control, and it's always been like that, but I can tell my handwriting apart from everyone else's, so I guess that's the point of it. That's the end of that, and so I've been recording this for about 22 minutes, and my headache's already kind of fading into the background, so I'm feeling so much better. It's really weird. What would make it better would be snow. I love snow. So, thank you for watching this tag. Until later.